does not come out. Out of all this time you've heard God, and now he comes in these same areas, but he does not come out the cave. But I found out something about him. He doesn't come out because all of the elements that he was used to, all of them things that he had called fire from heaven and it came down, all of these things he heard him on the whirlwind, all of these things, his voice was vivid to Elijah and many, many times. But now, can't hear it because the voice was not in the wind. It was not in the earthquake. It was not in the storm. He changed it. The Bible says it was in a small, still voice. Have you ever been where the small, still voice and you can't hear it? Ever been where it seems to be that out of all the things you have counted on God for, and yet he's talking differently? These are the levels of God that one must learn to hear and not necessarily see. One must learn to hear God because hearing brings faith.
Amen.
Hearing brings growth, not seeing it. It's the faith that I hear it. It's the faith that it understands, or I understand that what it is doing. So we find him in this cave, and when he hears the still small voice, have you ever been still and you wonder what you're doing? Have you ever been quiet and you're not with God because you're not making a lot of noise? Have you ever been in a place where you just can't figure it out and they are coming at you, not the people but the Spirit is coming at you. You need to do this, you're not walking with God because things are not happening. As soon as you hear the still small voice, you come out the cave, wrap your hands with the mantle and come out the cave and start praising God, and they want to know what you've heard. Well, I heard from God. Have you ever just heard from God? Have you ever just said, God, here I am, God, I hear you. I know I didn't hear you like that yesterday, but I hear you today like that. Have you ever just said, Lord, I hear you?
Yes, sir.
It's all like David on his way to Damascus. Saul, that means. On his way to Damascus. Paul, same person. And then he failed. That they offers peace. He failed. And all the men around him did not hear anything. They hear it. You can't convince someone that you hear God. You can't convince someone that you understand what God is telling you. I don't know what I'm going to convince someone because the Bible calls us fools for Christ. We can't see him, can't touch him, but we're fools to believe it. And in all of the way we believe these errors. We believe that he heard something. We believe that he heard it in a small, still voice. But as he heard God talk to him again in the middle of the court, Hezekiah is weeping so bad. His whole bed is wet. All his clothes is wet because of crying so hard. That's why we asked if you ever really just cried. And yet here comes Elijah. And he tells him, he goes to him. I have to understand that as he is going, I would be a little confused myself. You just told me to tell him one thing. And now you're going to tell me to tell him another thing. But he gets to him and he tells him this. He said, God has given you 15 years. What an odd number. God has given you 15 more years. And sometimes we get in an area where I'm waiting on God. And I'm waiting. And they ask the question all the time, what are you waiting? And your reply is that I'm waiting on God. 5, 6, 7 months has went by and the same situation has happened. And your same reply is that I'm waiting on God. And surely quickly enough, they see you and you're in the same situation and you got the same reply, I'm waiting on God. And you have to understand when he was crying that God wanted us to understand that as Elijah went back to him, Hezekiah, I have to understand that sometimes we're in Hezekiah's position that sometimes God would change his mind. And when somebody come and tell us something that God said, and they come back and tell us, no, God really meant this, or God said this, he really meant that you was going to die. But since you cried out to him, since you sucked with him, since you laid with him, he's going to change his mind. So that's why we need to praise God while we can. He said, I need something to be broken down, so we need to praise him. All this sitting around and just not doing that. Oh my God, God is saying, you're going to get up, you're going to praise him because there's noise in the kingdom of God. I heard if one sinner comes, the whole heavens rejoice. That's what the Bible tells me. So I find not necessarily that I must be all crazy with him. Sometimes it's going to get radical with him. Sometimes it's going to get radical with him. Sometimes it's going to just say, Lord, whatever it takes. If it takes me to jump up and down, if it takes me to run, if it takes me to do this all day, whatever it takes, Lord, I need a breakthrough. I need a breakthrough somewhere, somehow, some way. Somewhere. And as he got to it, he told me. And Hezekiah got it. All the things that he had, he opened it up and showed it to the people. Showed it. Didn't have to, but he did. I have to understand, walking with God is not easy when I walk with him. But if I lay my head up in his bosom, if I lay and do what he tells me to do, the walk becomes easier. And I just come by to tell you, I know we got communion today. I just come by to tell you that just a little walk with Jesus will make things a little bit better. Just a little conversation with Jesus will make things a little bit better. And just sitting down with him, and I don't have to say much anymore. Just sitting down with him and just saying, Lord, here I am. I know I can't hear you right now, but here I am, Master. So just a little bit walk with the Lord. I find it to be okay just to walk with him. I don't have to say nothing too much. I can just walk with him and say, Lord, here I am. If you need me today, here I am. If you need me tomorrow, here I am. But I want to be available to you, Master. I just want to do what you say and how you say do it. I don't want to be disobedient. I just want to be available to you. I don't want to be available to everybody else. I want to be available to you because you will bring them in my life who I need to be available with. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Have mercy. And I found the Holy of Holies. And I read it. God brought me to these men, to this man. And said, we got to humble ourselves. You see, when God sends you out of town, it's not just to go out of town. It is to bring something back that we can share. And we all, as a congregation, we got to turn our face to the wall first. Got to turn our face to the wall. And we're going to cry out to God. Lord, whatever it is. And when we turn our face to the wall, it's like we're hiding, but we're just under his wings. And when it's time to seek him, we can go out and seek what he wants us to do. Not necessarily seek him, but to seek what he wants out of me. Seek because I gave my life to him, and to seek it out. And say, God, for you. For you, I'll do it. I'll go it out for you. Because you gave it all for me.
Yes, sir.
When you hung on the cross, you gave it all for me. When you sat there and you talked about how the world was going to be, you gave it all for me. And you can say it in your own prayer time. And if I'm not broken, I need to get broken. If I'm not broken, I need to say that I am broken, because there's some part of my life that is broken and God needs to fix it. And if he can just come by and fix it a little while, if he can make things a little bit better, oh my God, just a little bit better. I don't care how he does it, just a little bit better, Lord. Just a little bit better in my prayer time, a little bit better in my body, a little bit better in my mind, a little bit better, Lord. I promise I'll run for you. If I got the hot for you, if I got to drag one leg for you, whatever Time has no mercy. Time is on a course, and it has a destination that it can't be late. Time has a way of moving, and it can't be stopped. And Joshua said one day, he says, it's just me, Lord. I'm the only one that is serving you. I'm the only one doing what I'm supposed to do. The Bible tells us that when Joshua said that, he said, look up. I got more than 10,000 angels waiting to be dispersed. Jesus said the same thing. If I call them, all I got to do is think it. And this is how close we need to be to God. All I got to do is think it, Lord, and you know my thoughts. You know the hairs upon my head. You know me from head to toe. You know us. And I want to be for real with you, Lord. Here I am. Just as I am. Just as. Here's the guy who was. He told me. And he said, Lord, there were some things I didn't talk to you about. There's some things I didn't share with you, but I want to share with you. So when you get a chance, turn your face to the wall and tell whatever it is, Lord. Maybe there's some things I forgot about. I'm trying to stay calm here because God wants me to run and shout, and I want to run and shout. But I know this needs to be known also. But when I turn your face to the wall, I have to be for real with God on every aspect, to the smallest to the greatest. Lord, I'm hurting in my leg, but I never asked you to heal it. I'm hurting in my thoughts, but I never asked you to heal it. I got diabetes, I never asked you to heal it. And I found God is in the healing position. He's in a position of healing. Just like the Hebrew ladies was in a position to let the babies out. And when Moses came out, they were in a position, you got to get in a position with God. I need to stay with God. God, if I decide to run with you, if I decide to go on with you, knowing the obstacles, knowing what you went through for me, knowing how they beat you all night long, just for me, I have no right to say I hate anyone. I have no right to say I disagree. I have no right to say, but I agree with you. And God said, the Bible said he opened up the windows of heaven. He said he'll pour you out, blessing. Pour you out. That no matter what's on earth, it can't stop your blessing. It can't stop it. And when he pours you out the blessings, the earthly blessings opens up. Because you went into the Holy of Holies. And when you go in there, it's going to look like unfamiliar territory because everything that you ever have done will rush back because it had to sit at the door. It can't come into the Holies of Holies. It has to stay at the door. And once you enter the Holies of Holies, there's no coming out. You will praise him like no other way. You will praise him no matter if nobody's praising him. You will lift your hands, you will run. Whatever you do for God, you will do it no matter what. Because you know how good he's really have been. I got about 3 minutes. How good has he really been? Did he do some things that you didn't even ask for? Because God is that good. And when I think of the goodness of our Lord and Savior, you know my foot been hurting a long time. But praises be to God that you can still get up and walk. When I think of the goodness of how good he really is, it almost put dancing in my feet.